Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a lovely milk tart, which is South Africans' favorite dessert. We are going to start off to make our pastry base. For the pastry, I've got 125 salted butter, half a cup of custard sugar, and an egg. Thereafter, I have 2 cups of cake flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, of which I added a pinch of salt to it. Firstly, I'm going to cream up my butter, half a cup of custard sugar. I am using a fork, but you can usually use a powered whisk to cream up our butter together with our custard sugar. Here's my sugar and butter mixed up or creamed up very well. Now I'm just going to add in my egg to it. Okay, it's creamed up. I'm putting in my baking powder to my flour with the pinch of salt that I had. Then I'm going to add it in to my butter. Give this a good mix, and thereafter I'll try to dough it out. Now I'm forming this flour into a dough. This is my dough for my pastry, of which I'm going to cling wrap and thereafter put it in the fridge to settle. There's the dough. While I've been doing this, I preheated my oven to 175 degrees, but it depends how your oven works. And then I'll just place this into the fridge for about 15 minutes. Here's my dough from the fridge, which had a quick chill. Now I cut a piece of cling wrap and I placed it upon my counter. So this is what I'm going to do, is to roll out the pastry, and I also buttered my pastry dish for the baking. I've rolled my dough. It's not too thin or too thick, and the reason why I use the cling wrap upon my counter before rolling, so it will be easily picked up. See how easy it was. Now I'm going to just use my fingers Okay, now I'm just going to pull this extra dough and thereafter fill this little gap that didn't get much of it. I filled my pie dish with my pastry. Now what I'm going to do is to just neaten it up by using a knife. So Lucky's on Pranesh's side because he'll be able to get 2 biscuits out of the leftover dough. So that's done. I'm using a fork to create holes to the bottom. You can see it's all beautifully done. Now I'm going to just pop this into the oven that I had preheating for almost half an hour. Now I'm going to pop this into the oven for about 30 minutes and we'll keep checking till it turns golden brown, so the pastry will be done nice and crispy. While my pastry is baking in the oven, I set up my ingredients for the filling. These are the ingredients for the milk tart filling. I have here 2.5 cups of full cream milk, to go with a cinnamon stick, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1 egg, and a heaped up tablespoon of butter, half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cake flour, and 2 tablespoons of maizena, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder to dust when it's all done. Now I'm going to put my milk to boil. I've got my stove on. Firstly, I'm going to add in my milk to the pot. And then add in my cinnamon stick and allow this to come to a boil. Now what I'm going to do is, to a bowl, I'm going to whisk in my other ingredients, which is, okay, first go in my egg, which I'm going to crack. Add it into my bowl. Then my sugar, my corn flour and my cake flour. Give this a good whisk. Then I'm going to add in my 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now I'm going to wait for this milk to boil. While I was preparing the milk to boil, my pastry has just got done, and I'm pulling it off the oven now. I'll let this pastry to cool a little while I'm getting my filling prepared. The milk has came to a boil, and we have to take this piece of cinnamon stick out. Now I'll take a ladle of milk and put it into this, and I have to whisk this up. And then another ladle of milk. Now I'm going to take this egg mixture and pour it to the milk while I'm still whisking it all together. While my stove is on a low heat, I will keep whisking till this thicken up. Now this is thickened up very nicely. It turned out to be like a custard finish. I'm going to put off my stove. Now I'm going to add in my butter, and it will melt with the heat. I will allow this to cool a little before pouring it into the pastry. Okay everyone, this is the cameraman's reward. The biscuit came off the extra pastry. Now I'm ready to pour in this filling into the pastry. Now I'm ready to dust in my cinnamon powder to it, and thereafter I'll put it into the fridge to rest, and tomorrow I'll get back to the final product. This is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Here's my milk tart, which I'm going to leave it into the fridge overnight, and I'll show it to you all tomorrow morning. Hello, a very good morning to one and all, and welcome back to our channel. Yesterday I showed you all how I prepared my milk tart, and I put it overnight in the fridge. Here's my milk tart now, and it's set. As you can see, when it bounces back, that means it's done firmly. The reason being why we put it overnight in the fridge, because we made it quite late in the afternoon. But if you make your milk tart early enough during the day, you can put it for a few hours in the fridge to set. Now we're ready to cut and serve. I've cut a small slice off first so I can allow to make space for picking up my another piece that I've cut. There you are. You can see how well it's done, and it's looking very delicious. Now the official taste taster is going to give it a taste.
Hi guys, so my mom's outdone herself again with her milk tart, and I'm going to give it the official taste test. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It's nice and wobbly, and the biscuit is a bit firm but soft still. The custard filling has that hint of cinnamon that my mother put in, plus the cinnamon powder on the top. And the biscuit pastry is still crunchy, so it's very delicious. Well done, Mum.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.